I'm Allison for Leading Edge Dog Show Academy, and today we're going to talk about brushing your dog. And you'll notice we don't have a poodle, we have like a different breed here with kind of this, this is still technically a double coat, but very tight fitting coat on a 5-month-old puppy. And let's talk about it. All right, so first of all, it doesn't matter how long or short the coat is, you never, ever brush a dry coat. That's just how it is. You always want to have some kind of brushing spray. And I am going to talk to you today about line brushing and how you can really transform a coat that looks like this into a coat that looks much plusher by simply line combing. Okay, and it's also a concept that people don't really get. So maybe you have an Australian cattle dog, a Siberian, Alaskan Malamute, an Akita. What are why should you line comb? See how flat and tight to the body this coat is laying? We want it to look big and plush, right? So how do we do that? So I'm gonna start, the hair runs a different way here, like down his shoulder. So I'm gonna start and do this big line of the body coat. You might even want to use a parting comb, right? So obviously it's easy to get to the skin, but just so you can make sure that your position is being consistent. So I'm just gonna start by pre-misting the coat. I am then going to make a little part with my comb, and I'm going to brush this hair up and against the grain, right? So here it is, and you can see right down to the skin. Then I'm gonna just get a little bit of product into that part. And then I am going to do my next part. And I can just simply keep combing it forward. Then I'm gonna put, and you notice with each section, I'm doing like about the width of this comb. You're okay, buddy. I know he's just not used to being groomed like this, and plus I'm standing behind him. There you go. Now he'll be happy. And then I'm gonna make another part, and I'm just going to go right to that skin, and I'm going to comb this section up, put a little bit of spray in there. And this is literally, it's bottoms up diluted 16:1. Here you go. And I'm just gonna keep combing this hair. Now I have the hair a little bit too saturated, right? It's a little bit too wet, but when it dries, it's gonna look nice and plush. You don't want it quite that wet. I'm gonna comb another section forward, and I'm just gonna give it a smaller spritz. Good boy. Another little section. And you're gonna do this over the entire body of the dog, right? You're combing every single hair. So when I say brush your dog for the dog show, you're not just brushing it like this and saying it's done, right? You are actually line combing at, good boy, like every section of your dog's coat. You can see the difference here in this shoulder section where we did how much plusher that coat is laying. So I'm gonna try to do it from this angle, boy. And I'm combing it forward. You could use a metal comb. I just switched to a plastic comb because this hair, I was using it to show you the parting. But see how we're just combing every layer of hair? Then you just want to get a little layer of product in there. So now I'm only going to take a section like about as big as the width of my baby finger. And I'm going to comb that forward. Another spray. I'm gonna comb it forward. And if the hair isn't standing up, see right at that part line, that's really where you want to get the product. So sometimes it's useful to have two hands and get it right in at that part line. And you're just gonna keep going over the entire dog. So like this is just one strip down here. I would do the belly, I would do the top line. We're just gonna keep going for as long as Ripley lets us, because this is not really his job. Well, it is now. Going into this groin area, like see how this coat texture is a little bit different, a little bit softer. So obviously we want to make sure we get lots of good product in there. And I'm just gonna right at the skin. So you can see how much different the coat looks here, how it's much plusher. It's standing away from the body compared to the, and because we have the product lined in, every time we comb it, we can see how much more plush that section of coat is, like even compared to the top line. So we're gonna show you on this top line, right? So here we have the hair parted, and we're gonna just get some liquid right at that part. And then we're gonna comb up another layer. The layers are like literally the width of my finger, right? And then I'm gonna hold it up with the comb and get right in there with some spray. And then another layer and some more spray. Now, if your dog was thicker coated than Ripley, I would take my slicker brush and I would do a little layer with my slicker brush, hold that part up, and you know, ideally he would be standing, but we'll stand him up at the end. He's sitting, he's 5 months old. He's not, you know, we're just asking him to do this so we can give you a demo on this coat type. Just gonna go up in there. But every time I'm getting that spray right down to the root of the hair to make this coat just look as plush as possible. And see how that coat just will stand up now? And that's what we would do all over his whole body. So I would do his neck, all of his sides, but this is how we layer brush one of these tight, short-coated, double-coated breeds to really make the hair look plush. So now you can see Katie's gonna give me a cookie off camera here, maybe a bigger one than that. And we're just gonna stand him up. We're gonna stand up. There you go, Rip. We're gonna stand, good boy. So we can see how plush the coat looks here where we've combed it, right? And we can see how plush the coat looks here on the top line where we've combed it. We can like get a lot more body out of it. Now we're gonna take Ripley. We're just gonna turn him around so you can see the other side that's not brushed and see how much flatter it looks. Come on, buddy. All the way around, good boy. Good boy, there. We're just gonna drop everything on the floor, but look at this side. See how much flatter and tighter to the body it is because we haven't brushed that side. And then once again, we're gonna show you this side. Come on. And then you can see on this side how much more plush that side looks. Good boy, Ripper. Hi guys, thanks for joining us for our latest Leading Edge Dog Show Academy tutorial. Don't forget to go to leadingedgedogshow.academy.com to see some of our premium content and webinars where we go in depth on grooming, training, and so much more. Of course, we would love for you to like and subscribe so you don't miss another video here on YouTube. And if there's something that you would like to see that you haven't yet seen on our YouTube channel, of course, just drop it in the comments below and we'd be more than happy to bring you that content. So once again, I'm Allison from Leading Edge Dog Show Academy, and I really hope that you enjoyed today's tutorial.